What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're doing a deep dive into a sketch illustration of Optimus Prime from the Transformers. So some of you sent in questions asking me about the supplies that I used on this channel. The sketch pad that we used is a Strathmore fine-tooth surface in 11 by 14 sheets. And the pencils that I've been using are these NicPro Mechanical Pencils. This is a 0.7mm mechanical pencil. And throughout my lesson, I'll switch to this 0.9mm, which is a little bit thicker, and this 2mm that I use for shading. Now the thing that I love about these pencils is that they're nice and heavy in my hand and they're easy to fill. The refillable leads come in these packs of 12, and I'll show you how easy these are to replace. Just pop off the back and the eraser, and then you take out one of these leads and then just drop that in the back. Replace the eraser and the cap, and you're ready to go. So for today's drawing, we're going to start by blocking out the basic shape and proportions before we get into the details. I'm using this 0.7mm pencil to start. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. I'm going to start at the very top in the middle. I'm just going to lightly work my way down towards the bottom using these short lines. Let's move to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now these lines are going to help us balance out our drawing and the symmetry. So we're going to start by creating a box around these lines. So from that center line, let's move all the way over towards the left. To right about here, sketch a line going all the way up towards the top and then down towards the bottom. And I want to make sure that the distance along the top from that center line is the same across the bottom. So let's measure this distance over towards the right and do the same thing. I'm just going to go up and then all the way back down. If we need to, we can always go back and just readjust. Now we're going to do the same thing across the top. So taking that distance here up towards the top, and this is going to help us create a square on all four sides. Again, measuring that distance down towards the bottom and doing the same thing. Okay, so now that we have our square and sub-squares in place, we're going to start blocking out the basic shape of the head. So let's start from the corners. We're going to angle the jaw coming down and in. So from these two corners, draw an angled line to right about here. And we can always come back and just readjust this if we need to. We're just going to flatten off the chin with a straight line. Now we're going to go to these 2 points and draw a straight line going all the way up towards the top. So we're going to go past the top of our square. Now we're going to take this shape and just flip it up along the top of the head. From the top corners, and it's up and in towards the middle. And we'll flatten this off. Now with the head, we're going to tilt this a little bit forward so the eyes sit down a little bit lower in the head. So let's start by adding those ear covers. From the top corner, step down, and goes down and out. And we can just add a guideline going all the way across towards the right, just so we can line this up on the right side. Flatten this off, coming down, and angle this back in towards the side. Along the side of the jaw, let's slope the shoulders, coming down and then out. Now we're going to start adding some detail across the head with the eyes. From these 2 points, let's slope the eyes going up and then out. From the inside, angle the eyes coming down and out. And then angle this back up and out. Now I'm going to draw the top of the headpiece. We're going to step up, draw a line going across, angle this down and out. Let's come all the way down towards the bottom, angle this down and in, just flatten off the top. Now I'm going to go back to the bottom corner of the eye, angle this down and in. Let's stretch this all the way down towards the bottom of the chin. It's going to bring the chin in a little bit closer along the bottom. Let's go back to the inside corner of the eyes. It's going to continue that angle coming in towards the center of the head. And then from here, angle this down and then out. Now along this line, I'm just going to angle this back down and in towards the center. Follow this all the way down. Now I'm just going to lift the chin up a little bit higher to right about here, drawing a straight line going across. And then from here, go up and then in towards the middle. Let's flatten off the side flaps, going out. Follow this angle, going all the way up towards the top. Now from here, you're going to step down, and it's up and then out, adding a little bit of a bevel. let's focus on the antennas. We're going to follow this line going up to right about here. Flatten this off. Just going to line that up. I'm just going to slope this down in behind those ear covers. Let's add another set. From this point, angle this up and then in, all the way up towards the top. Flatten this off. And again, just taper it so it gets wider as it comes down. Now let's go along the shoulders on the outside. It's going to bend this down and then in. Now that we have the basic shape of the head, I'm going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines so we can get a better look at our drawing. Now that we cleaned up our drawing, we want to add a second level of detail, and we want to start defining the shapes of each of these areas. Starting with the top of that headpiece, let's start by curving the top, just taking out that straight line, coming down the side. Now I want to add a bevel from the top corners, and let's down and then in, curve the top, then it's back out and then down towards the side. Just draw a straight line. Just going to add that vent. And just working our way down that centerpiece. So let's define the outside edge coming down. Just going to add a trim. And close off the top. Let's continue working our way down towards the bottom. Now I'm going to start to taper this in. Round out that bevel and the bottom. Now from here, we're just going to start layering in some more detail. So sticking with the basics first, not getting too detailed with this. We'll focus on adding some shapes. And on the side, we're going to add a trim. We're just working our way out from that centerpiece. Now right here, I'm just going to tuck the eyes in underneath that fold. Just want to start by lining this up, making sure they're not too close together, and then just readjusting. Just pushing this out. I'm just going to give the jawline a slight angle, coming down and in. And we're just adding some guidelines to add the vents in later. I'm just going to round up the ear covers. Now I switched to my 0.9mm pencil. Now I'm going to add some more contrast and continue to add some more detail as we go. So start by defining those edges that we created. See that I'm adding some thick and thin lines, just giving some weight to our drawing. And just layering on some more detail. Now I'm going to darken up the inside of the eyes, going around the iris and pupil. I'm just going to fade this around the edge, just to make it look like it's glowing. I'm just going to start layering in those vents. Start off with a light sketch first. And then once we're feeling confident, we'll just darken those up. Just darken up the inside of each of those vents. Now we're just going to do one final cleanup before we add in some more detail and shading. And I switched to my 2mm pencil and add a layer of reflection and shadows. Now along the top of the head, I just want to leave a little bit of a gap. So we step down, just follow that curve going up. Now this is where the light's going to hit and cast a reflection. So in this panel, we're just going to darken that up and then fade that down as it comes down about halfway. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So stepping down, so trace that curve, darken up the top, and then fade that down. Now we're going to enhance the form and shape by adding some shadows across the bottom edge. So the light's come from the top going across our character. So let's start around the eyes. Just going to darken up these panels across the bottom and then fade those up. Just pushing the underside of each bevel into shadow. And then along the side, just going to darken it up on the right side of the bevel. Add a little bit on the left side. Now along that center seam, we're just going to shade in the right side of center. Just add a medium shade going across. And darken up that chin area. Now with the ear covers along the bottom, I'm going to leave a gap. Again, just darken that up and then fade that across towards the top. I'm just going to switch back to our 0.9mm and start defining the shadows. Now in this final pass, we add those micro details using our finest pencil. And at this stage, I'm going to start wrapping up our drawing by adding a little bit more detail and shadows, and always be sure to sign an artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Optimus Prime from the Transformers. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. What's up everyone, and welcome to our club memberships. Are you ready to take your art skills to the next level? Well, I've got something special just for you. Introducing our channel membership, starting at only $1 per month. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you'll get exclusive access to a world of bonus features and perks that will enhance your journey with me. As a member, you'll be treated to brand new weekly tutorials that are available only to our valued members. Want to learn the latest techniques and dive deeper into the topics I cover? This is your chance. You'll also gain access to our member-only community feed where you can connect with fellow members, share your progress, and participate in exclusive polls. Your voice matters, and I want to hear from you. And let's talk about the perks. You'll receive a set of custom chat emojis to use during our live streams and premieres, adding a personal touch to your interactions with me. Plus, you'll proudly showcase your support with special member badges that highlight your dedication. But wait, there's more. As a member, you'll get access to future perks I roll out. I'm constantly working behind the scenes to bring you even more exclusive content, surprises, and experiences. So join our channel membership today and become a part of our exclusive community. For just $1 per month, you'll unlock a world of premium content, engagement, and fun. Click that join button now and let's embark on this exciting journey together.